I just finished an album. I should mention that right off the bat. It's called Maybe Tonight. I'm going to write a song, which is what I usually do on these videos. So if you're new to my channel, I write original Christian rock, and I have no idea what the heck I'm going to play right now. I just make it up on the spot. I'll come up with a guitar part. I have a typical outline I kind of just sort of use for most of my songs. It's a very simple one. It's like verse, chorus, repeat 3 times. Can't get much easier than that. So anyway, this is my left guitar sound. I got a template open. I got a left, a right guitar sound, then overdubs, and it's just a bunch of amp models that I threw together. I also got a drum loop going, which is actually off the screen right now. There it is. It's that big yellow blob going all the way over there. So if I adjust the tempo, that'll match the tempo. It's kind of like it's an intelligent one, I guess. It's not MIDI exactly. I guess it technically is, but it's the Logic AI drummer, supposedly. It just kind of like follows along with what you're playing. It's actually kind of cool. I just kind of have it on straightforward beat though, so yeah, I'll use that instead of a metronome because it's just easier to play with a drum beat. I was playing a little bit just now though, and I came up with this. It kind of reminds me of a Legend of Zelda theme from like Majora's Mask or something, actually. Just a similar chord. No. I think I'll just go back and forth. Yeah, sounds cool. That'll be the verse. I That'll make a good chorus. Okay, cool. Done. So, yeah. I think let me just test this tempo out. That actually might work. It's a little faster than what I was playing. Try 71. Yeah, okay. I think I'm good to go. So I'm just going to hit record. So this will be the left side, then I'll do the right side afterwards. They're going to be probably the same thing, unless I come up with something cool. Then I'll decide if I want to do overdubs, and I'll just keep piling on top of that. So, yeah. The left side's done. I had something in my head when I was playing through the chorus parts, and I think I'm going to do something like... No, it's major, dummy. Yeah, I think that's about what it is. So that'll happen on the chorus parts. It'll make it a little bit more exciting than just blah chord, blah chord. So, yeah, here I go, right side. I think I'm going to... You hear that octave effect? Yeah, I'm going to double it up with that. That should sound really cool and just kind of give it a really big sound. I was thinking of doing the lower octave, but I think it's a little bit muddy, so instead I'm going to do an another high octave, but it's going to be the same in the verse, but slightly different in the chorus. So, yeah, here goes. This part's going to be a little bit boring for me, but I'm just going to play the choruses. So, being that this is video, I can't just punch in at the choruses, so I got to stand around and wait while the verses happen, which is what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to play the chorus chords, but I'm going to really, like, just palm you the crap out of them just to get a little extra chug in there. So, I'm going to do a left and right side of this. Here I go. This is a lot of guitar tracks. Here we go. Echo. I'm going to do the improvised guitar solo. Bass part, I think I'm going to stick to the riff in the verse. Add a couple notes. Chorus will be really easy. I'll just kind of play the root chords and then just fart around on the scale. Okay, so the drums are coming up next. The electronic kit behind me is triggering Superior Drummer 3. I'm just going to sit down there, crank up the metronome, and play to it. So. It's getting a little late. I was planning on stopping after the drums and coming out tomorrow morning, but a melody popped into my head, so typed up lyrics, and I'm just going to try and plow right through the thing. So here goes nothing. I guess I'm going to do the chorus separate. I just kind of trailed into it, so that means I can't sing two things at once. Okay, there, switch the track. Yeah. I also had to sing the second verse again because my phone is in airplane mode, but apparently it's getting text anyway because why not? The Wi-Fi's off, the signal's off, and it's still got a freaking text message. I think it did something tricky with the watch or something. I had to do the choruses separately because I did the first one, got to the second one, and halfway through my computer went, it was doing some background task, and the disc was going too slow, and it just crapped out on me. So that's fun too. I don't know, having technical difficulties. Even my mouth won't work. Having technical difficulties today. All right, so harmonies. Yeah. technical difficulties aside, I think it sounds pretty sweet. So, I don't even know if that's a thing to say anymore, but yeah, I'm old. Anyway, just got vocals done. So verses, harmonies for the chorus part, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, good to go. I throw compression, EQ, and verb on. I track it dry. The harmonies are going to get quite a bit more reverb and compression and get turned down a little bit. Everything else, pretty much as you hear it. I did adjust the levels of all the extra guitars, like the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th kind of got turned down a little bit. But that way the guitar solo comes through and you can still hear the vocals because it was getting a little loud. The lyrics, you're going to find those in the description box. This being Christian rock, it's always kind of sort of about that. You can also check out the Linktree link, and that'll take you to where you can purchase and stream my music. The top link, that's going to Faith Center in Glendale, California. The reason I put that there is because I find it extremely difficult to narrow down and find people teaching biblical things that have any clue what they're talking about. The ones that have no clue, that's kind of obvious, but the ones that are really dangerous are actually the ones that almost know what they're talking about, but they don't quite get it, and they like skew things just slightly. And I'm stealing this from someone else, but discernment is knowing the difference between right and almost right, not right and wrong. So that's like the thing, because a lot of people just don't get what Christianity actually is, and most people turn it into some kind of rule-abiding, judgmental, no fun, just nonsense of traditions and regulations and rules, and that is not. That is actually like the complete opposite. Basically, the way to think of Christianity is you're walking in traffic and a bus is barreling down on you, and someone comes up and shoves you out of the way and gets hit by the bus instead of you, and they willingly jumped out and made that sacrifice for you. That's Christianity. That's basically what Jesus did, but on a way more profound level. He took on our sin nature, and he took on all of our sicknesses and ailments and everything. Every single one of them. He took them on the cross. That's what Christianity is. God loved us so much that he took all of our afflictions. So people think like sinning, and they think, oh, I went out and I did something wrong, like, you know, I stole candy from some kid or some kind of crap like that, all the way up to murdering people. But that's just a list of things. Those are like trespasses. You know you did those wrong. But sinning is not just that. Our very nature is a sin nature. So that's the problem. We fall short of the glory of God. We fall short of the standard that is Jesus Christ. And because we fall short of that standard, we have a bunch of problems that arise. And we fell short, well, we're born into it because the original humans didn't believe God. They believed the serpent, which told them by knowledge of good and evil you could be like God, and that's a blatant lie. The wages of sin are death. So when God said, eat this thing and you're going to die, serpent said no. Well, it turns out he was a big fat liar, and here we are. That's just like the thing. People don't realize it's a whole nature that we're under. Like, it's our state of being. So what Jesus did is he took the punishment. He took on, you know, what was supposed to happen to us onto himself. What he's doing is basically now just throwing out a life preserver. You grab on, and you act in faith and grab on to the promise that he's going to save you. So you grab that life preserver and hold on, and he'll start pulling you in. So you keep faithing, which is basically holding on to that life preserver, and he'll pull you in. But you have to keep holding on, because faith, you know, in the New Testament say is pistis. It's an action verb. It's ongoing and continuous. So you have to keep holding on to, you know, the little lifesaver thingy, and he'll pull you in. So you keep holding on until the day you die. And as you're being pulled in, what happens is God places the Holy Spirit in you and starts changing you from the inside out. So we can't affect or do anything about our sin nature. We can say, like, you have a bad habit, like you smoke or something like that, and you quit smoking. That's a lateral move. Nothing has happened. You didn't stop sinning. Because even if you did everything correctly and followed the law perfectly, like in your physical, you mentally can't break anything either, because you can't even think the thought. So if you even think about something, you've already fallen short. So you have to just trust God with that faith, hold on to the life. What are those little round things called? Life preservers or whatever. Life savers. That's the candy. I guess they named it after that. So yeah, you're holding on to that though. He's pulling you in. You got to keep holding on to it. So the people that say like they're once saved, always saved, like the Baptists or something, they basically grab hold of it, go, hey, look, I'm saved. And then they let go like idiots and flop away. And then there's the works people that think, well, I'm going to swim by myself, not realizing they're going up current and it's like impossible because like, they're basically trying to swim up a waterfall. Like you can't do it. That's the thing. You just have to trust God. Hold on. God will give you enough strength as you're doing so. God will start changing you from the inside out. So as you keep faithing and God keeps changing you, you're going to start to have things happen where you aren't interested in a lot of the things you used to be, and you'll be more interested in the things of God. But don't try and willpower it. Don't think you have to like change your behavior on purpose or do it out of willpower or be like, oh, I got to stop doing this. If you do have something that you think is like a wedge between you and God, pray about it, ask him to take it away, and expect it to be a big pain in the butt battle. Don't expect it to be easy and like everything's going to be handed to you. You just have to really just hold on, know that God's got it, but things are going to get difficult and you have to just keep holding on no matter what. And if you continue to do that, that's what it takes. I kind of probably went on longer than even usual doing that. So I'm going to say subscribe, like, comment, share. I'll see you later. Get my new album. It's good. And yeah, next time I will write another song. Yay. Bye.